My name is Isela Spencer, and today my persuasive speech is over the lack of suicide prevention in young adults. Growing up, I never really knew what was wrong with me. I always thought the feeling of hopelessness and isolation was something everyone felt daily. I thought this feeling was normal until I decided to attempt to take my life. That experience has changed my life, and I've spent years advocating for easier access to mental health resources. I know how much a suicide can affect every life it touches. The lack of suicide prevention resources is a serious, preventable problem. Increasing the education of mental health, making counseling more affordable, and expanding support systems can help those who are struggling. Suicide among young adults. Suicide is one of the leading factors of deaths in young Americans. In Verywell's Health article, Top 10 Causes of Death in Americans, it reported that in 2022, 17.2% of deaths was caused by suicide. Another pretty big factor that contributes to the suicide rate is the stigma around mental health. We live in a world where men are told, don't show emotion, you're the head of the house, boys don't cry. They're told to tough it out rather than to talk it out. I know this speech is about young adults, but we've all heard stories about war veterans and their PTSD. When they're not able to get access to help, they feel trapped in their mind, replaying the same event over and over and over again. The same kind of goes for people with depression. You get stuck in a cycle of your thoughts that almost feel impossible to escape from. Social media taking a rise has also caused a lot of problems with promoting eating disorders, cyberbullying, and even online games that end with suicide. Now, getting help may sound easy, but most of the time, that's not the case. Barriers of getting help. Now, I'm not saying getting help is impossible, but it is kind of costly, and that does tend to turn people away. In GoodRx's article, How to Get Mental Health Services Without Insurance, it states that therapy without insurance can range from $100 to $200, sometimes even more, but it really just depends on who you go to. Like the therapist I go to, she does not take my insurance, so I'm paying about $350 for a 1-hour session. Counseling also tends to have a very long wait list. When I was first getting into my therapist, who I'm seeing now, I had to wait 4 months before I could get my first appointment. There was just no days available for her. Some people can't wait that long to be seen. It's a crisis then. Rural areas also tend to have a lot less services due to funding, having nobody of expertise around. Being in those smaller places can see a lot of suicides. Helping the people. People with depression sometimes wait until they are in crisis before thinking of getting help. The depression makes you feel worthless, unmotivated, and that nothing can help you. By adding more educational classes about mental health, people can better understand and see the warning signs. You might think that someone is okay by a bubbly personality, but in reality, they could be the one struggling the most. Universities can also add a $10 to $15 mental health fee to have counselors who actually want to do their job. I know we have some counselors and health professionals, like in the health center on campus, but they just kind of make you feel unwanted and like a burden. So we need to have people on standby for free anytime someone needs to talk. 998 suicide and crisis lines also need more funding and promoting by having fundraisers, promoting with posters, or just donating when you're able to helps out tremendously. Not being okay is okay. It's normal. But not being okay and not having the proper access to care is not. Thank you.